Love English Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Love English Podcast. We're here to help you learn English for your real life in a simple and natural way. I'm your host, Leo.
And I'm Emma. It's so wonderful to be here with you all. This is a safe space for you to learn, so we will always speak slowly and explain everything. Leo, the year is going by so fast, it makes me think about the future.
That's a deep thought to start with, Emma, but it's a good one. Thinking about the future is something we all do. And that brings us perfectly to our topic for today, how to talk about your future plans and goals.
This is a great topic because it's so personal. When someone shares their goals with you, it means they trust you. It's a way to build a stronger friendship. But it can be difficult to express these big ideas in a new language.
It can. So today, our goal is to give our listeners the simple words and phrases they need to talk about their own dreams and to ask about their friends' dreams. So where should we start?
I think it's good to understand that there are different kinds of goals. We have short-term goals and long-term goals. A short-term goal is something you want to do soon, like this week, this month, or this year.
And a long-term goal is a bigger dream for your future, maybe for 5 years from now or even 10 years from now. It's good to talk about both. Let's start with short-term plans. What is a simple way to ask a friend about their plans?
You could ask, do you have any plans for the new year? Or do you have any goals for this year? These are simple, direct questions. So, Leo, do you have any goals for this year?
I do. For my short-term plans, we often use the phrase, I'm going to. Going to is for a plan that you have already decided on. For example, next month, I'm going to start a cooking class.
Oh, that's a wonderful goal. See, that's a perfect sentence. I'm going to start a cooking class. It's clear and simple. Now, as your friend, my job is to ask a follow-up question. I wouldn't just say, okay. I would say, that's so cool. Why did you decide to learn cooking?
That's a great question. It shows you're interested. I would answer, well, I eat out a lot and I want to learn how to cook healthy meals at home. I also think it would be a fun skill to have. A skill is an ability to do something well.
That makes a lot of sense. So what about you? What is one of your short-term goals?
My turn to ask. Okay, Emma, do you have any plans for the next few months?
Yes, I do. I'm going to join a gym. I really want to get more exercise, so I've already chosen a gym near my house. I'm going to sign up next week. To sign up means to register or become a member.
That's a great goal. It's very healthy. What kind of exercise are you planning to do there?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll try some of the classes like yoga or Zumba. I think it will be a good way to stay active and also meet new people.
That's fantastic. So for short-term plans, our listeners can use I'm going to. I'm going to read more books. I'm going to learn 10 new English words every week. I'm going to save some money. These are all great examples.
I agree. Now, let's talk about the big dreams, the long-term goals. These can feel a bit scary to talk about. The language we use for these is often a little softer because the future is not certain.
That's a very important point. For a big dream, we often use the phrase, I would like to, or the short version, I'd like to. This sounds a bit softer and more dreamlike than I am going to. Another great phrase is I hope to.
So let's practice. Leo, what is a long-term goal you have? What is something you would like to do someday?
A big dream of mine. Well, someday I would like to travel to Japan. I have always been fascinated by Japanese culture, the food, the history. It's a big goal because it will take a lot of time and money to plan.
That's a beautiful dream. I would like to travel to Japan. It sounds so lovely. My follow-up question would be, what would you like to see or do there?
I would love to see the temples in Kyoto and experience the busy city life in Tokyo. I also hope to see the famous cherry blossoms in the spring.
So now it's my turn to share a long-term goal. My biggest long-term goal is that I would like to buy my own apartment. Right now I live in a rental apartment, but someday I hope to have a place that is all mine.
Wow, that is a huge and wonderful goal, Emma. It's a very common dream for many people. My follow-up question is, do you have a plan for how to achieve that? To achieve a goal means to successfully do it.
Yes, it's a big goal, so it needs a big plan. My first step is to save money every month. So my short-term goal of saving money helps my long-term goal of buying an apartment. I hope to have enough money for a down payment in about 5 years. A down payment is the first big payment you make when you buy something expensive, like a house or a car.
That is so smart. It shows how short-term goals can be stepping stones to our long-term dreams. A stepping stone is a step on a path that helps you move forward. Let's talk about another area of goals, career goals. Career means your professional life, your job.
This is a very common topic. People often ask, what are your career goals? Or where do you see yourself in 5 years? This question means, what do you want to be doing in 5 years from now?
Let's say I ask you that, Hima. Where do you see yourself in 5 years professionally?
Professionally, well, right now I am a graphic designer. In 5 years, I would like to be a senior graphic designer. A senior designer has more experience and more responsibility. I also hope to be a mentor for new, young designers. A mentor is an experienced person who helps a less experienced person.
Those are fantastic career goals. They show you want to grow and also help others.
Thank you, Leo. What about you? What are your career ambitions? Ambition is another word for a strong desire to achieve something.
My career ambitions? I'm happy in my marketing job right now, but I'm thinking about going back to school to get another degree. Maybe an MBA. I'm not sure yet. It's just an idea.
You just used some very important phrases when you are not certain about a plan. You said, I'm thinking about, and I'm not sure yet. This is very real. We don't always have a clear plan.
Exactly. It's okay to be uncertain. You can say, I haven't decided yet, but I might take a photography class. The word might shows that it's a possibility, not a definite plan.
This is so important for our listeners. You don't have to have your whole life planned out. It's okay to have ideas and possibilities.
Let's put this all together in a role play. Imagine we are friends having coffee and talking about the future.
Okay, I'll start. You know, Leo, another year is almost over. It makes me think about what I want to do next year.
Me too, Emma. It's a good time to set some new goals. Do you have anything in mind?
I do. For my health, I'm going to start walking for 30 minutes every morning. It's a small goal, but I think it's achievable.
Achievable means you can do it. That's a fantastic goal. It's a great way to start the day. For me, I think my goal is to spend less time on my phone. I want to be more present.
Love that goal. It's one I should probably have too. What about bigger, long-term goals? Is there anything you're dreaming about doing in the future?
Well, I've always wanted to learn a new skill, so I think I'd like to learn how to play the piano. It's a big dream, but I could start with a short-term goal of taking 1 lesson a week.
Leo, that's amazing. You'd be a great piano player. I think that's a wonderful ambition. For me, I think I'd like to do some volunteer work next year. I want to give back to the community. To volunteer means to work for free, to help people. To give back means to contribute to your community.
Emma, that's so inspiring. What a kind and generous goal. And scene. That conversation felt so positive and supportive. When we talk about our goals, it's so important to be an encouraging friend. Encouraging means giving someone support and confidence.
Yes, when your friend shares a dream, you can say things like, that's a fantastic goal. I think you can do it. Or, that's so inspiring. It makes them feel good and motivated.
So let's do our final summary for our listeners. First, know the difference between short-term goals, where you use I'm going to, and long-term dreams, where I would like to is a great phrase.
Second, it's okay if you're not sure. Use phrases like I'm thinking about or maybe I will. Third, ask your friends follow-up questions to show you are interested in their dreams. And fourth, always be supportive and encouraging.
I think with these tools, our listeners can have really wonderful, deep conversations about their futures. It's a beautiful way to connect with people.
I couldn't agree more. Thank you all for joining us today on the Love English podcast. We hope you feel inspired to think about your own goals and share them with someone.
We'll talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for listening to Love English Podcast. Remember, every minute you spend learning English is an investment in your future. Keep learning and see you in the next episode.